What is up, wankers? Oh my gosh. I sped to the office. I've been outside in cold Stockholm. So I'm feeling super cold. It was so cold I started thinking about frostbite. That's how cold it was. You know, when it's that cold that you go that far mentally, you start to think about stuff like, will I lose a toe or a finger? Obviously I wasn't heisting yet because a heister always comes prepared, right? How are you, heisters? Let me just make sure I see chat properly. Heisters, hold on. Do you like music, heisters? Such a weird question. What is up? Oh. And I also look like I feel like I just woke up from a taser shock. Yeah, so let's start with the intros. Whew, this coffee is hot. If people are wondering what's in my late night show cup, it's coffee. Oh my god, I almost spilled on myself. I've got a cup of coffee here. Alright, what's up, heisters? My name's Almir, and with me I have Sebastian, the mystery man. He's in the room with me. He is also, you can hear him sometimes. He's like the inside man, you know. So he'll come with tips, and he'll be sarcastic on your behalf regarding my performance as we heist.
You can count on me, heisters.
Then we also have the usual suspects in chat. I would assume they are checking both the YouTube and the Twitch chat, but we have Elizabeth with us, the community manager of Payday, and Abomination Jones, also known as AJ. And most likely we have Toons somewhere lurking. I hope so. Oh, this fascination. Northern Evie is also a usual suspect. Welcome to chat. Good seeing you. Alright, and yeah, my name's Almir. I'm one of the developers on Payday, together with the rest of the crew here who have joined us today. We work on Payday, the bank robbery simulator, right? And we're working on Payday 3. You might have heard about that game, because we announced it, or at least we teased it. I wouldn't say we properly announced it, right? Because we all know so very little. But we've teased Payday 3. And we've said that it's coming out this year. So that's a fantastic thing. Just before I came to the stream, I also watched Noli's latest YouTube video. Make sure you go and check that out. It's about Payday the Heist, Payday 2, and you know, like the different eras of Payday. I thought that was really interesting. Shout out to you, Noli, or K Noli, however you pronounce your weird ass nickname. I mean, for being such an intelligent guy, you know, I would have assumed you would have picked the easier nickname, you know, because I always go like, am I doing this right? But maybe that's how you roll. You put me in a position of you know, confusion. Like whenever I talk to you, I'm always like, am I being rude or am I not, you know? And that's where you want me. I don't know. Oh yeah. I'm saying oh yeah because oh yeah, Twitch drops. So right now you can, by watching the stream on Twitch, so YouTube viewers, if you favorize YouTube and you want to continue watching there and chatting there, feel free to. But if you want Twitch drops, which are items, cosmetic items for Payday 2 that you can access in-game, you will need to join the Twitch chat. Sorry about that. That's the only way to get those. But it's really cool that we can do that, and we hope that there are heisters in chat that get those items. And we're gonna in the coming weeks we're gonna share more information on what the drops are active and what drops are gonna come on, regarding Twitch drops. We have several different sets available for you to collect. So yeah, for you Twitch drop enthusiasts, stay tuned. You can also wishlist Payday 3 right now. We're not going to talk that much about Payday 3 unless you ask me today. We're going to play Payday 2. We're going to talk with chat for a bit. I've missed you, chat. You know, it's really nice what we're doing here. We're building up a little thieves guild of our own here, where we can talk about Payday and get into the latest scoop of the Payday world. Hashtag dead game. How dare you? I can't pronounce your name because I don't read Acrylic. Sorry. Hubert Cumberdale says, me too. Thank you, Hubert. Dempsey asks, hey Payday, when will Payday 3 actually release? We haven't announced an exact release date yet, but we will eventually, so stay tuned. The Cube says, hashtag a live game. Kalim Badood says, will Jimmy be in Payday 3? Please, will Jimmy be in Payday 3? We haven't announced any additional characters other than the original 4 so far. Payday 2 enjoyer, you devil, you. When is Payday 3 not coming? You trying to twist my mind there? You trying to get it out of me? Or maybe Sebastian? I don't know what you're trying to do, but I see you. Blushifer says, hashtag best game in the world. That's very kind of you. I salute you. Deadeye 2099 on Twitch says, Payday 2 is the best and most fun game ever. Love it. You know, that is very kind of you to say. If you really mean that, I salute you. That is awesome that you like it so much. Really appreciate it. I on behalf of the rest of the crew, you know, we have a lot of developers who lurk in chat. You know, they watch, they read, and we're always happy to see your comments. And actually, we're happy to see your comments, even though sometimes they're not all about praise. You know, sometimes you need to put us in our place. And I respect that too, you know, we need that. Any good relationship needs that, right, Heisters? Someone who needs a medic. Michael XB on YouTube. I need a medic! I thought you're gonna say you need a medic bag, but yeah, we all need different things. Wonderland in Red on YouTube, and I saw someone else writing about it on Twitch as well, is asking for jacket in Payday 3. And you know what I say to that? I say, do you know what time it is?
Jacket time?
We haven't announced any other character than the OG4 right now, but I appreciate your enthusiasm for Jacket and the Hotline Miami universe. One of my favorite collaborations for Payday. Really like it. You know, Heisters, I think I said this last stream, we've made over 25 or 30 even different collaborations. Not all of them has been thoroughly appreciated by you, but I would argue a majority of them has been appreciated by you. And some, like John Wick, for example, you all remember Kick the Wick, right? Some, like him, have grown. You've grown to appreciate them over time. And really appreciate them, and I know there are heisters out there that even main John Wick, which I think is awesome. So you know, because we got a lot of flack for that originally from some of you, not all of you, but some of you, and I respect that. I think some of the flack at the time, like now we're going way back. Let's go down the time machine for one moment, all right? So those of you who participated in the Crime Fest event where we added John Wick. The reason why some of you were angry or frustrated with us was that the way we added him was that we had said that there was a secret final reward. A secret final reward for the event that you had to achieve. And I think that what we've learned as developers is that the danger, historically, is that when we say, hey, if you want heisters, do something for us, we'll give you something secret. What that does is it creates a huge spectrum of expectations and anticipation, depending on what each heister thinks that secret thing is gonna be, right? So no matter, in a sense, what we give you, some of you are gonna be disappointed because that's not at all what you expected, right? So I think what we've learned is to be really clear and transparent on how we want to reward you for achieving events and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling Payday memories now. But I think, yeah, John Wick is a great addition to Payday. But I think we definitely learned a lot on how to do stuff based on your feedback back in the day. But yeah, only veteran heisters will understand. So It's Dusty Duster says Almir will be New Bane. I will not be New Bane, but I will, however, have a posture check. Toons Payday. I got 300 followers on Twitter. Congratulations, dude. I saw Payday Twitterman reposting. That's very kind of them to support you. I don't see how you deserve that kind of support. I don't know about you other heisters out there, but apparently you do. So, but you know, being a criminal, it's all about contacts, right? And you seem to have an in on Payday Twitterman. So, congratulations. I should probably move away from the mic when I drink. Sorry about that. It's me being an unexperienced streamer. I apologize. Deadeye299 says biker is always my main. Oh, you mean Rust? Portrayed by the talented Ron Perlman, who is, let's say, an interesting character. Let's stop at that. I'm looking Sebastian into the eyes now because he can read my thoughts on the topic. Thank you, Jones. I appreciate the feedback. He says, Almir, do not slurp into the mic. I apologize. I shall not. Toons Payday asks, will Hoxton say wanker in Payday 3? We haven't announced that yet. So I sound so incredibly boring when I say that, because it's so assumed that he would, but we haven't announced that yet. And wouldn't it be more fun, Toons, if you found out by actually hearing it for yourself the first time, rather than me saying it right now? And imagine the outrage if Hoxton wouldn't say wanker in Payday 3. Yeah. Like we say in Swedish, den som lever får se. Do you know what that means, heisters? It means the heister who lives will see, will find out. Wolf_MC Mao says, I feel like we can find hints. Maybe the sounds of Almir slurping were Morse code for a possible release date. I thought you could trick me, Overkill, but I gotcha. Wolf, you're down a dangerous path, alright? So I would advise to tread carefully. You do not know what powers are at hand, alright? So stop while you're ahead, alright? Oh, I kid. Bice or Razorback on YouTube says, so the original gang of 4 are confirmed for Payday 3? Yes. Hoxton, Chains, Wolf, and Dallas are returning for Payday 3. And the location is gonna be New York City, the capital of the world. iTech Hero on Twitch asks, has Overkill decided if anything will happen in Payday 2 when Payday 3 releases? Any events, alerts, etc.? I don't know. Sebastian, do you know? Have you heard about this?
I am willing to say nothing.
Can I... What account am I logged in on? Am I logged in on the Payday game account? I would assume I am, yeah. So I'll just, on behalf of us, we'll answer with this in chat. You see that? We got a first time chat. So for all new viewers, welcome to the stream. This is not just me talking, being a talking head. This is also us playing Payday 2. And on the topic of that, let's switch over to in-game, where we will play Payday 2 and Heist together and hopefully become rich, so that we can stop heisting whenever we feel like it, which we won't because it's so fun, right? So it's that's how we do it. So let's go. Have I changed outfits yet again? Okay, I think we should just jump into heisting. We will have a proper cosmetic stream, I think, where we like go through outfits. Maybe we vote on what we should wear, or what I should wear. What we should wear sounds really weird. What I should wear on our behalf when we stream. So yeah.
We could have what you should wear as well. We have a bunch of nice, both Halloween and other type of outfits.
Oh, you mean like me physically, what I should wear? Yeah, in the flesh. Yeah, that's a funny idea too. Probably more fun for you than me, heisters. We did a funny meme that we went live with. We're going to Hotline Miami, so we're going to start with that today. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. You can check it out on our TikTok, which is one of the social media channels that you will find Payday content on. So make sure to follow Payday Game at Payday Game on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and elsewhere. Facebook if you use that as well. Alright, Heisters? Do it right now and tell the Payday TikTok man, the Payday Twitter man, the Payday Instagram man, the Payday YouTube man, tell them that we sent you, alright? If you do that. Because we need an in on these people, alright? Alright, we're not gonna play very hard, that's too easy. Let's do Mayhem. I wanna feel cool by completing Mayhem, or I wanna get a proper beating so I can reflect on my own stupidity. Let's see who's gonna join us. I really love my fit today. This is Sebastian modeling, I think. I look like a super villain from the 70s. Like the yellow blazer with the purple and yellow details, the purple shirt, yellow tie, I believe, and the purple gloves. Alright, we've got Brass123 joining us. Awesome. Level 30 infamy if I don't read your numbers wrong. Respect. We've got Sokase with one of the most shocking masks in the game. I remember when we added that and it still amazes me to this day. And we've also got Nothing There. Welcome to chat. Really cool. Looks almost like Tom Cruise is hiding under that mask. You got that really Mission Impossible look to you. Don't you agree, Sebastian? Guy to the right.
It's very sleek, yeah.
Yeah. No, my posture is good. Maybe it's just a chair. Feels good at least. Bicer Razorback asks, will Payday 3 still have one sidearm and one main weapon, or is there going to be a change? We haven't talked about that at all yet. We're looking forward to talking about the weapons and stuff like this as we get closer to launch, but stay tuned for it. Right now, we're gonna apply some pressure on behalf of the dentist. Got a few heisters who are asking how often the Twitch drop items drop. Every 15 minutes you watch the stream on Twitch, you are going to receive a new item. Unless you already own that item and have received it already. Alright. Does that make sense? Squishies0 asks, will there be Twitch drops for Payday 3? We've announced Payday 3 for Steam, and the current Twitch drops we use for Payday 2 are also for Payday 2 on Steam. But we haven't announced Twitch drops for Payday 3, but I would assume if you heisters like Twitch drops, it gives us an incentive to add more items for you, right? So, and it's for free. The only way you pay for it is by watching the stream or one of our partners stream. So that's also something that's coming this year, that you can watch one of our partners stream Payday 2 to gain Twitch drops as well. It's not only gonna be the Payday game account. That would be unfair, wouldn't it? So for all of you Red Archer fans out there and the rest of the partner program, stay tuned for more information on that. But we're gonna make sure that they also will be able to drop these items, so you can watch your favorite streamer. I'm implying I'm not your favorite streamer. We all know, you know, what's the truth regarding that, but you know what I mean. Alright, can we start off by applauding the music? Simon did a great job here, I think. Incorporating I did not expect that to be what I would do. Alright, incorporating like the Hotline Miami theme, you know, the theme, the aesthetics, even into the music of it all. I think that's super well done. Reaper G448 asks, will Locke be in Payday 3? So if you don't know who Locke is one of the contractors in Payday 2, portrayed by the ever so talented Ian Russell. We haven't announced any contractors in Payday 3 yet, but wouldn't that be lovely? I like Locke. You seem to like Locke? No? Tell me, chat, what do we think about Locke? What is our opinion about Locke? This looks like a door that will lead somewhere secret. Don't you think, guys? This looks a bit suspicious. Follow me. Come on, move. Where do you want me to go, Boop? Good seeing you again, Boop. Whoa! He almost hit you, dude. How dare you? Are we gonna cook? Let Boop cook. Yeah, you rode the car. I saw that, Boop. And you're a tough guy, so you made it through, no problem. Speaking of jacket, am I hearing that jacket? Jacket player? Stay down. Also, like an amazing cooperation between the developers at the time when we added jacket, like the way we utilize. Because you know, if you are a fan of Hotline Miami, you will know that in the game Jacket has no voice lines. In the original game, he is only not only, but he is a 2D pixel character. So we had to come up with a way to represent Jacket and do him justice in 3D as part of the Payday universe. And based on the reception from you wankers out there, we did a pretty good job. So, but I would love to know, what do you Heisters think in chat about Jacket? Did we do him justice, or is there any aspect of Jacket that you would change? Because we added these heists as part of that whole thing. These heists were separate to Jacket, the character, but they're still part of the same collaboration with Denaton and Devolver. I am on deep waters. Alright, I'm gonna take chat. Can you stop aiming to the ground, please? Yes, I can stop aiming to the ground, please. Don't worry about it. I'll try to aim at the cops instead. Wonderland in red regarding Jacket says, it was done well, I love it. That's great, thank you for the comment. Tom D4 says, I love Jacket in Payday 2. Awesome. Jeb_live on Twitch says, Jacket is top tier. Yeah, awesome. Warriors RC says, Jacket was a good heister. Kinda good _ @things says, unfortunately I can't play him since I'm in Australia and can't buy Hotline Miami 2. Like for those of you who don't know, Hotline Miami got banned in Australia, and since this collaboration was tied to their game, this collaboration was also banned. But we are looking into that. I hope we will be able to share news in the future. But as of now, there is no way for Australians to access Jacket properly. Like, we are unable to sell it in Australia. Fax5 official says, Duke is my favorite heister, just because his voice lines are always so emotion-filled. I like his accent. That's great. Oh, we got a dozer here. Oh, I'm Giro. I didn't realize. Rogue hello there says, very few people hate Jacket, I think. Yeah, that's great. I think most people are positive or neutral to Jacket. Like, not everyone mains Jacket, but I know the Jacket fans that do really like it. Crimson says, L stream. Why? Is it because I'm not shooting enough cops? Is that it? I'm trying to read chat at the same time. Jeez. And we're also waiting for the objectives to happen. So how dare you? Wild Phoenix says, is there any way to get Scarface, the Scarface character back again? As of now, you know that Scarface is not owned by us. It's a license that is owned by Universal, I believe, and as such, it's not only up to us whether or not he will remain in Payday or be able to be purchased. And that's really everything I can say. Oh, we can cook here if we like on the topic. I know they appreciate the comment. I think we did a great job getting Scarface into the Payday universe. But yeah, it is what it is for now. Louis Waffe says he only is here for the drops anyway, and don't mind the wankers. Hold on, yeah, I appreciate the comment, but you know, everyone is welcome to the stream. Heisters, wankers, doesn't matter, and we all can make the journey being a wanker to become a heister, right? So all it takes is time and effort. It's maybe a big ask to some, but I think everyone in chat are able to, no problem. I'm playing boring because I'm trying to live, because I'm Mr. Get Downed, Almir in custody listo, alright? So relax. Trying to set a record here. Neko Koneko asks, will the dentist be in Payday 3? That's an interesting question, but I think if you're a lore enthusiast, you see how that would be unlikely. But I will not say yes or no or anything, because we haven't talked about it yet, the story of Payday 3. We know there are a lot of heisters that care about the storyline of Payday, and I appreciate the different characters we've introduced. Should we go downstairs? Where is it? Is it in here? Zombie Slaw says, Almir, get down! Yeah, I'm trying to not get down by getting down. Oh, here we are. Let's go! I did not realize I had a spear. This is Sparta. Let's go. No, no, no! Whoa, 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 whoa! Who do you think you are? Kamakan21 asks, will Jimmy be in Payday 3? We haven't announced Jimmy either, but I appreciate your comment. I assume you are a Jimmy main. Sholto Copley is a fantastic actor, and I know for a fact he loved working on Payday. He really liked that. The character of Jimmy. Obviously Jimmy comes from Hardcore Henry. It's also a pretty common question I see from Mr. Max TV. Thank you for asking. It's regarding VR and Payday 3. Maybe not all of you know that Payday 2 is playable in VR. We haven't announced anything regarding that for Payday 3 yet. But I can just say generally, implementing a game for VR is not a copy-paste job, if you understand what I mean. It takes time and effort. A lot of developers would need to be involved, and when we did it for Payday 2, it was added post-launch. It was added for free. If you own Payday 2, you can play Payday in VR for free, right? It still is a free update, if I don't recall incorrectly. And you know, with the amount of content Payday has, it took a lot of time, and I know Tobias Remesh and a lot of other developers were involved over a long time in order to make it work as good as we could at the time. Achievement unlocked, hipster. Woo! GG boop.
Alright, we got the address where the commissar's at. It's an old apartment complex. Place is a rundown dump. Hard to say what security you can expect. Suit up and let's finish this.
Tactical Gas Mask asks what I think of the competition to Payday 3. You know, there are other heist games in the works, and I say we welcome any competition. I think any genre of video games that has several different games to choose at, you know, allows players more versatility. You know, you get more opportunities. Sorry, I just got interrupted quickly. I gotta leave this I gotta terminate this contract and restart the game quickly. Sorry. So we appreciate all of the competition, but we know how difficult it is to make heists, right? Don't we, heisters? So yeah. Just gonna restart the game quickly. Sorry for the inconvenience. Fax5 official says, who runs the Payday Twitter account? Oh, it's an answer to Insane Pineapple who asks, who runs the Payday Twitter? Question mark, question mark, question mark. It's a good question. Fax5 official answers, obviously, the Payday Twitter man. The natural follow-up then would be, but who is Payday Twitter man? First time chat from Mob Minoy, who says, love your beanie, Almir. Thank you very much. It says, dead game. And that is an inside joke in the Payday community, for those of you who don't know, where a lot of players have said dead game. And we thought, wouldn't it be funny if we made a beanie that said that? And it's kind of funny, right? Alright. Sorry for interrupting the 2-day heist. That was rude. I apologize, but we had some technical issues. I just had to restart the game quickly. And the question remains, who gets to join me this time? Depends on what we're playing. Ooh. Greenbridge.
Okay, it's time to break this guy Kazuo out of prison so we can
Yeah,
get
why
the
not?
information he has on Kento. I engineered some trouble to get him transferred.
I'm gonna change my weapons though, I don't like this. Me no like the Green Brothers. This, however, I like. Just to like it quickly. Do I have any mods at all? Any charms we can add? Home team? Nah. No, man. I like the vibe of this one. Filmmeisters. Did we have any sites? Just go for the solar. Yeah, why not? Do we go for the grenade launcher? The javelin, I don't know about that. Will we go full Nobel again? Yeah, it all looks good. Should we get started? We got some new member. Boop! You are freaking fast, man. Got some fast fingers. Yeah, you do. I actually don't remember if the position of the characters has anything to do regarding the timing you joined. But anyway, welcome back. Welcome, Scoops. And welcome back, Nothing There. You were also with us the last time, right? Jones shares a link in the YouTube chat for you YouTube heisters watching regarding Payday 3. So we wrote a FAQ. Elizabeth wrote an FAQ earlier this month where we shared everything we know about Payday 3 so far. So make sure you read that FAQ and make sure you wishlist Payday 3. And if you do, because I said so right now, I want you to write that in chat so we can pick that up, so I can tell people that you listen. Because that's great. That's great if you do. So thank you so much. Wishlisting is important for us because it gives us an idea of how many of you heisters that are super excited about the game, insofar that you are willing to wish the game this early on. So we really appreciate it. Virgil asks a super interesting question that I'm gonna answer as we start the heist. Question to Almir: what heister from outside of the Payday series, from any game or movie, would you like to see in Payday 3? Personally, not as an Overkill member. I get what you're asking there, like something that I think is important for us as a community is to uphold the integrity of the Payday universe, right? And I think a lot of collaborations we've done, like we've done 30 over the years. Some have been super great, and some have been pretty bad, right? And sorry, I just got a phone call from Andreas, the producer on Payday 3, and he should know I'm streaming, so I'm calling him out if he hears this. Don't call me when I'm streaming, dude. I had a phone in my pocket. What was I saying? Oh yeah, regarding character collaborations and stuff like that for Payday 3. So I think it's super important for us to make sure that we respect the universe. And any collaborations we would do, we haven't announced any collaborations for Payday 3. It's way too early to talk about stuff like that. We would, keep that in mind, based on everything we've learned from the Goat Simulator to Jimmy to Jacket to John Wick. There are so many different collaborations we've done over the years. So it's a great topic, it's a great question, but I don't have any final answer to give you on the topic. Looks a bit rough, this, no? I'm always so surprised when I use this grenade launcher. It boops several times in a row at the same time. Luck 5000 G4 says, I would love to see more awesome collabs for Payday 3. I appreciate you saying that, because I've actually been involved in a lot of the discussions historically with our collaborations. Like either I've been in the room, like with Jacket, I headed that up, making sure that we created the idea and talked to our friends at Denaton to get their approval. Because it's not easy for someone to give away their baby, if you know what I mean. And Denaton did such a great job with Hotline Miami. I really loved that game series. It's such a cool universe. It's such a great game, and I love the characters and the design. Wubs03 asks on Twitch, will Payday 3 be crossplay? We have not announced crossplay functionality yet, but I appreciate the question. More information about Payday 3 will become available at a later date. Love the atmosphere on Greenbridge, like the rain, the heavy rain, how it reflects on the characters, especially the law enforcers. They look really cool in this atmosphere. Kamakan21 asks, hey Almir, can I please be a beta tester for Payday 3, please? Wouldn't that be something? We haven't announced the beta, but wouldn't that be it? Do we have any heisters in chat that would be interested in a Payday 3 beta? Should we even do that? I mean... Let me know in chat, heisters, if that'd be of interest.
I got the feeling of a zombie movie when the horde is coming.
When someone gets, ooh, I wounded my thumb. Oh no, they can smell the blood. Right? Yeah. There we go. He survived? Wow, most impressive. I think the Mystery Crow on Twitch has a really relevant comment on the topic of beta. Kind of, they answer. I'd love to play it as early as possible, but it might lessen the full release hype. I can understand that, because I think we live in an era in games right now where we have super early opportunities to play a game, and while it's only a metaphor, I really like the metaphor of the dinner experience. So if we would give you access to Payday 3 before it was complete, it would almost be, and bear with me here, it's just a metaphor, right? It would almost be like you go to a restaurant to eat dinner and they give you the dish when it's only halfway done. While you might still appreciate the food, it might not be the full experience that was intended. And that's why I really appreciate that comment, Mr. Crow, because even though you'd appreciate the beta, right? If I give you a key right now and say you can access Payday 3, would you like to try it out? I still appreciate that you have the respect for the full course, that you'd rather wait for an hour 45 to get the final dinner course. That way you could enjoy it the best way, right? And along the way, maybe you have an appetizer, you know? And that's how we see the teaser and everything else we're gonna do this year tied to Payday 3. So yeah, really interesting question. I think it's super interesting to also discuss that. And for you heisters to think about that, you know, and whenever that comes up, you know, when people ask, you know, or maybe are frustrated about us not sharing more or showing more right now, remind yourself of the meme, let him cook. Alright, so let us cook. Cardelane says on the topic, good things come to those who wait. I couldn't agree more. There's a classic Swedish saying that goes, den som väntar på något gott väntar aldrig för länge, and it's essentially the same thing, same meaning. So totally agree.
Run faster! Whoever you are, I admire your guts.
Whoever you are, I admire your guts. Thank you. It's so kind. I assume they're talking about me. Thalis 144, first time chat on Twitch. Appreciate you watching and chatting with us. They say, would love to see more characters that have non-English voice lines like Jiro. So for those heisters that don't know, obviously every heister does, but if you're a wanker and you want to become a heister, you would know that Jiro almost exclusively speaks Japanese in Payday 2. And it's interesting you mentioned that, because there was actually a lot of frustration among players when we released Jiro, because they thought it was weird that Jiro would only speak Japanese. And it is kind of weird. But it's also funny, and it's also an opportunity to highlight the very fact that Jiro is a Japanese character. He speaks Japanese. He's portrayed by a very classic, fantastically talented Japanese actor. And we wanted to give them the opportunity to speak Japanese and really give that Yakuza vibe. I was gonna speak a little Japanese just now, but I know Sebastian would cringe so hard, so I'm keeping it in.
For it.
少し日本語を話しましょうかね。You know, Sebastian and I, we used to live in Japan many years ago. We never met Jiro, but we speak a little Japanese. 少し日本語を話します。We have any Japanese heisters here? Husband on Twitch says, every character's nationality ties very well into them. I always appreciate that in Payday 2. Thank you so much for saying that. We spent a lot of time designing that, making sure that whatever way we portray the character, like Sangres, for example, we try to make them believable. We try to make them... Oh, sorry about that. We try to make Mexicans, in this case, really... appreciate it as well, and not feel, what am I doing? And not feel like we're, did I just do an impossible, oh, here we go, thanks. And not feel like we're, you know, making them embarrassed on their behalf. You know, that it's not genuine or authentic to their perception, you know, of how they feel. And I think we're you know, you're walking a thin line when you're doing that. But I'd rather have us try to walk that thin line and fail than not to try at all and make super safe, boring ass characters that, you know, are just bland. So we'll definitely try to always go the full mile when we design new characters. And I know there's a lot of talk about classic Payday characters, whether or not they're gonna return for Payday 3. I think that's a great topic. But Heisters, keep in mind, you know, Payday 3 is also an opportunity for us to make new stuff, introduce new characters, new weapons, new heists, whatever, you know. So that we haven't talked about yet. So be open for that as well. I know there, you know, you might have been a Jimmy enjoyer for the past 7 years or whatever. But keep that in mind and be open for that experience, alright? And remember the fact that we always listen to your feedback, and while we might not be able to appease all of you at the same time, it always affects our judgment and the way we look at things, and it's something that we take with us in discussions whenever we talk about designing the game, no matter who we are at the studio, like myself, Sebastian, Elizabeth, Jones, you know, every other developer who we've invited in the past that usually lurk and watch what you write and so on. And remember, these streams that we do, they are accessible after. Please proceed. Where do you want us to go? Let's just hang here. This is nice. Don't shoot at my friend! No, but our developers always read chat, and these VODs are accessible even afterwards on our YouTube channel, Payday Game, and as well as our Twitch, Payday D Game, I believe Twitch is right now. Payday 2 enjoyer asks, Almir, can I be in Payday 2? I mean, you already can be in the sense that you can play Payday 2, and you can customize your character in so much as it looks like how you would look if you were in Payday 2. But can I add you, or can we add you and like record 2,000 voice lines with you and create signature weapons and masks and write the narrative for you, Payday 2 enjoyer? Maybe we could, yeah. I'll think about it, yeah. I'll pitch it to the team, we'll see what they say. That would be a fun, take this in the right way, Payday 2 enjoyer, but I would love like an April Fool's joke where we just walk down the path of the Payday 2 enjoyer narrative, right? So we create you as a character and put in hours upon hours of work in establishing you as a Payday universe contractor or character. And we create a fandom around Payday 2 enjoyer. I love that. I'm sure a lot of other heisters would love that too. Cool Man Pro 1, you must not only be a cool man and a pro and number 1, you must also be a nice person, I believe. You were asking, will the Punisher be a new heister Payday 3? That's a thought. Yeah, thanks for sharing the thought. We haven't announced the Punisher, we haven't announced any other characters than the OG4 for Payday 3 so far, but it's a great idea. Appreciate you sharing. Specs asks on YouTube, Almir, I'm bored, what heist should I play? You should play Greenbridge right now and try to mimic our every move. But Greenbridge is a good heist, it's a good starter, I would say, good appetizer. I mean, just look at me. At least the weather can be better afterwards, you know, after you've played Greenbridge. Any other heist you play is gonna have better weather, no doubt. Make for the escape, alright, let's leave heisters. I'm not focusing on the objectives at all. I don't even need that now. I just need to escape together with the gang. Whoa, 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 we got this? Why is your gun so huge? What the frick? That silencer or whatever. What the heck? Holy shit. Got a pro game here. You got a real pro heister. I'm just making a run for it. But I mean, look at my HD heisters. Oh shit! Make for the escape.
To the right and down the stairs. Go, go. Downstairs.
Screw you, helicopter Chan. Alright, let's get down, let's get down. Let's get down to biz. Whoa. I was playing PUBG the other day, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and I was going through the lift, and I just jumped over the railing by mistake. That was unfortunate. I don't play it that often anymore, the game, but I played it again now, and it's actually a lot of fun. Great job! GG, Boop. We finished the heist. Eventually, we managed it. Alright. I think we're gonna wrap up the stream by just hanging out in chat for 5-10 minutes. You can still get Twitch drops for those of you who are interested in that, but I figured there are so many questions that are being asked that I don't have time to answer while I'm heisting, and I wanna give you the opportunity to be acknowledged. Posture check. And when I say that, that implies that you also check your posture check, right? Alright, got a weapon skin, Born to Steal. Ooh, it's a classic for that car. GG, nothing there, Scoops, Boop. Thank you so much for joining in. Appreciate your skill. That was like a walk in the park, even on Mayhem, and I guess that just shows the level of your heistiness. I salute you, thank you for tuning in this time, Boop and the guys. We're gonna leave the lobby and be in the main menu for a while and just talk to chat. Maybe we even switch to my face, Sebastian. We'll do that. So I'll exit the game then. Vezir, first time chat, says, how is your day going? It is currently 7 minutes to 6 p.m. here in Stockholm, Sweden. I am currently changing safe houses in my private life, so I've got a ton of packing to do when I get home. I think we're well. Sebastian, I know, is well rested. He's been playing strategy games. We discussed this in a previous stream. He's been away on vacation. He's been playing strategy games, and I've also been playing a lot of games. I play Dota 2 a lot right now, and I do it poorly, but I still do it. And you know, we can't, like, obviously the question is, why don't you play Payday 3 all the time? And while we do play Payday 3, Sebastian and I, since we're part in the of the studio, we don't play it all the time, because, you know, it's always good to rest from a game. You think about what you're playing, you come back, because we're always, you know, feedbacking what we're doing internally, and that goes for Payday 2 as well. You know, Payday 2 is still getting updates, so keep that in mind. But I appreciate the question. I'm doing super well. Thank you so much. And it's always great. We usually say this when we stream. It's always great to be able to wrap up the week, because tomorrow's Friday. We all like that, right? It's always great to wrap up the week together with your heisters and to check the pulse, you know, put our ear towards the tracks of the railroad and listen and see if there's a train coming that we can rob in a classic Jesse James fashion. Ravenous Richard Gaming says, I have too many Continental coins. Please let me upgrade my safe house more. Congratulations. Thank you for spending so much time in the game. I assume you've amassed this over time. Yeah, I think that's the... our wish would obviously be to continuously add content for every system that we've added over time. But eventually, I think if you spend enough time, you will achieve everything in a game, right? Even in Payday 2, with our 1,000+ achievements. Bartos Saniska says, give us 10 more minutes of your time. Wow, how dare you? I am willing to give you 5. And Sebastian is also willing to give you 5. Elizabeth and AJ too. That's a combined of 20 minutes. Which is a full episode of One Piece. That's a long time. A lot can happen. Oh, you're into the Twitch drops. That's why. I will let you know. I will have you know that Twitch drops will be back next week. And if you're lucky, it's going to be the same ones if you're particularly interested in these. And what we're going to do is we're going to make some assets that Payday Twitterman and everyone can share that lets you know exactly what drops are available right now and what drops are going to come down the coming weeks. I think that'd be great for you to have that. Dr. Worm says, holy hell, Almir is even more based? Why? Why am I based? What are you talking about? Mathel, sir. Hey, dude. Patient rewards the lucky ones. Isn't that the truth? Ba ba ba. Eastern Unit 200 says, no, how about you make a stream of the development of Payday 3? I'm joking, lol. Appreciate the joke, but it's actually a good idea. And I think, don't worry. We have things planned for this year, obviously, regarding Payday 3. We're gonna talk to you in the community about Payday 3 in the most interesting way we can, so that you get a good idea of what's coming ahead. All right, Sebastian and I and Elizabeth and the rest of the crew have, we've talked with you Heisters for so many years now, right? That we've come to understand how, or at least we think about it. Then of course we can fail like anyone. It's only human to be a heister and to fail a heist from time to time. But we think a lot about how we talk about things in the best way, so you get a proper understanding of what we're doing. Because I think there is good hype and there is bad hype. And bad hype is when you're hyped for a game and it doesn't live up to whatever expectations you had of it. And good hype is when you're hyped for the right reasons. And I think you know what I mean when I say that. Mr. Rogue Agent asks a really interesting question about the development of Payday 3. Can you tell us how long Payday 3 has been in development? And actually, that's a kind of a difficult question to answer, because Payday 3 was announced many, many, many years ago. And what we said at the time of its original announcement, like 7 years ago, I think this was that Payday 3 will take whatever time it needs to take. And since then, we gave very, very few updates on the game. And that's because if you know our history, our company history, like the studio history, you will know that we've been through a roller coaster ride the past few years, alright? So it's not been a heist on normal difficulty, if you understand what I mean. It's been mayhem or above, to put it slightly, right? So it's difficult to say exactly when, but at the end, the only thing that matters is that it's coming out this year. And I think from then on, only the sky is the limit for us as a community, like where we want to go with Payday 3. Dr. Worm says, personally, I see Joey becoming a contractor. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting take. Like, who would possibly be the contractor in Payday 3? Sonic Entity 1604 says, I hope Jacket makes a return in Payday 3. Yeah, we got another Jacket enjoyer here. Appreciate your comment. Dr. Jam 87 asks, will Sokol be in Payday 3? Yeah, I would love to have him in the game, but we haven't announced any additional characters yet, and we will eventually talk more about everything in Payday 3. DPAATM says, I'm eating spicy nacho Doritos without drinking anything. That sounds like a death wish difficulty thing you're doing there. I'd be careful if I was you. If I were you. Kisses Luview asks, is Le Castlevania back? And for those of you who don't know, Le Castlevania is a celebrated composer of Payday music. One of the many composers that we've worked with in the past to produce songs for Payday. We haven't announced anything about the music for Payday 3. Other than the fact that Simon Wiklund, I know there are a lot of Simon fans, he left Overkill many years ago, and since then he's started up a new studio together with Ulf, who was the actor for Wolf. So it's we respect that, they did that and they're doing their own thing, and ever since we've continued making Payday. But this is the way it goes, right, Heisters? Except in the Payday gang. Once you're in the Payday gang, apparently it's difficult to live. Except for Matt. given the fact that he betrayed the Payday gang and obviously left as a consequence. And we all remember how Hoxton treated Matt in prison when he met him. At least we know that from what the lawyer said at the time of meeting. WTF Tuma says, I love that everyone is asking about Payday 3 and the answer is always like, yeah, it's always like, we haven't announced, lol. Yeah, I know. But it's because we just announced the teaser during New Year's. We've got planned activities over the year, obviously, and we're not at we haven't reached the time when we're where we want to talk about it. But we already talked about this earlier, like when is the perfect opportunity to talk about stuff? And I think in this case, it's when we've finished cooking, when we're ready. R. Juman Leet says, yo, it's the Payday Man. Hey. Nice having you here. All right. Do we have any final questions? Vezir says, I really love achievements. Can you tell if Payday 3 will have a lot of them like Payday 2 did? So Payday 2 has over 1,000 achievements, which is a ton. That's probably in the top 1% on Steam. Yeah, I would love for us to add additional achievements. But I think like what we've learned over time with achievements is preferably heisters want achievements that make sense and are interesting. And one of the examples that you don't like are like achievements where you have to be a certain amount of people doing certain amount of things in order to achieve them. But that's always relevant, and I think that discussion will be much more interesting to have together, you and I and the rest of the community, when Payday 3 has dropped, because then you will know what achievements we have created, if any, and then you will also be able to, like, based on the heists that are there, like, suggest ones that you'd like to see added. And we've done that in the past, you know, reading what people want and added that to the game. So that's definitely not impossible. Cactus Epinox says, what's your favorite heister and will they be in Payday 3? I would argue Dallas is definitely one of my favorite heisters, along with Hoxton. No offense, Wolf Chains, I love you both. But Dallas, in the capacity of him being the mastermind, and I remember us writing the additional storyline for him, narrative originally, you know, and really portraying him as a character that has the quiet leader, massive discipline, an incredible mastermind that gets, even now with the infamy of the Payday gang, gets too little recognition for what he, together with the rest of the Payday gang, have achieved over the year in the criminal underworld. I think it's incredible what the Payday gang in their universe have achieved, and maybe it hasn't gone unnoticed. Maybe others are frustrated about that. Who knows? It's cold at the top, right, heisters? Cosman21 asks, will Payday 2 still be supported? Payday 2 is being supported right now. And if that was to change for whatever reason, we'll make sure to announce that. So don't worry. Payday 2 is being supported as of now, and if any change would happen, we'd always consider, you know, the best interest of the heisters playing, and yeah. Tvrdak asks, Almir, what is your top 5 most favorite heists? I would say Hotline Miami, definitely up there. Jewelry Store, Watch Dogs, White House, just because of the audacity of it all. What else? Big Bank for sure. Henry's Rock, also like cool. Point Break stuff as well, like when we did that skydive. I think that's great era. Payday has had so many different eras. Payday 2 especially, with different content types of heist. I mentioned that earlier in the stream. Make sure you check out K Noli, their latest video. I think it's a great watch. And what we're gonna do now, heisters, is that we're gonna say goodbye to each other, and we're gonna see each other next week for some more heisting. And who knows what's gonna happen then? Stay in chat Heisters on Twitch, because we're gonna do a raid most likely. So let's raid someone. All right, Heisters, take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.